How's it going, guys? Today I'm here at my local course, which has a big open field, about 380-foot hole here, the blue basket, for us to test out the Kristin Tattar Grace is on. We've got the very beautiful, newest world champion run in blue and white. Comes in other colors too. Two-time world champion, wall hanger, if you ask me, very pretty. We've got last year's World Championship run, which is pretty overstable, but we'll see. We've got this year's stock run before the World Championship, also pretty overstable. We've got last year's stock run, which is a pretty happy medium, I think, maybe. And then we've got the most understable of the bunch, which I really like. I use as my primary drivers, this 2022 Player of the Year run. So, yeah, without further ado, we've got a slight tailwind on this side, so let's throw them each way and see how they react. First up, we have the fresh, beautiful looking World Champ run, most recent. I didn't throw that very well. Oh, and here comes a dog. Now we've got the stock run. Short again, pretty overstable. We've got my favorite run. You can see that one had some turn on it, almost flexed back. We're like circle 2, probably like 30 feet short. All right, now we've got the 2022 World Champ run. See, that thing never wanted to flip up. And last year's stock run. All right, I'll be interested to see how those turned out. Let's get away from this dog. Okay, so here are the results from round 1. We've got tie for last and most overstable right on top of each other, the 2022 World Champ run and the 2023 stock run. Lasered at about 295 feet. Then about 10 feet further at 305 feet on slight hyzer release, we had this most recent two-time world champion run. A little bit further, at about 312 or so, we had the stock run from 2022, and much further, just to the left of that hanging basket there, at about 330 feet, we had the 2022 Player of the Year run. This guy. Okay, we're going to go the other way since there's a dog down there. Right. So first up we have this 2023 two-time world champion run. Into a slight headwind. Next up we'll do the 2022 World Champion run. see my run, the 2022 Player of the Year, which I use all the time. Bomber, I did give that one more height than the World Champ run, most recent, so got an extra of those. Want to hit them again. But first let's get through these other two. First, the 2022 stock run. That was not a good throw. And now the 2023 stock run. Pretty nice. So let's try the two-time world champion Kristin Tattar 2023 run. That was a stinker. Let's try the 2022 Player of the Year run. That's an absolute bomb, out to about 350. And we can see the winner by about 10 feet. First we had the World Champ run, and then within 20 feet of the tee, the 2022 Player of the Year run. Now here we are at a hole that's about 340 feet, 350 feet. We're gonna start out trying to not hit that tree, give these a little flex, let them turn, and see if we can get them to the basket. First up, we've got two-time world champ run. Okay, pretty good. 2022 Player of the Year run. About 40 or 50 right. As we can see, it's more understable. And yeah, I don't think I can get these other three there. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's go see what we've got. Here we are at the Player of the Year run. We're about 50 feet out maybe, and as you can see though, the other one, well maybe you can't see, there it is. It's parked. So let's see if this one can match. Oh. Close but no. So yeah, this run, 2022, 2023, two-time world champion. Money. Alright, so in conclusion, after testing all these wonderful discs out, I personally am going to be sticking with, in my bag, these Player of the Year runs because they're nice and understable for me. When I throw them in a neutral type of wind, I can get a good amount of turn. And not too much and not too little. It's just a really nice straight flying disc for me. This is, you know, closest to being also straight, but it does have that finish still at the end, which is nice and can be useful for sure. In a headwind, this, you know, the new 2023, you know, two-time world champion run is fantastic disc. Personally, I'm just gonna be hanging this on the wall for now, and you know, maybe if I get a lot more arm speed at some point, then that disc would be for me. But you know, in the meantime,
I kind of go with the DD3. It's dependable and the headwind and won't do any turning. You know, it'll just hold that angle. So I don't really have a need for it right now, but it's a great disc. You should definitely pick it up if you've got a bit more power, or you just want to support Kristin out on tour. She's doing awesome things, incredible things. And if she wins this weekend at U.S. Women's, that'll be the first time in history that there's been a 4-time major winner in 1 year. So that would be fantastic. I'm sure most of us are all rooting for her to do that. And yeah, these two are very similar. The 2022 World Champion run and the 2023 stock run. Most overstable out of them all. So if you're looking for a nice beefy disc, almost quite similar to my DD3, I just noticed a slight difference on sidearm. These are a little bit less stable. So yeah, these two runs are good for being nice and overstable. But again, I think personally I'm just going to stick with these two and be terrified to ever lose them, because any subsequent runs have not been nearly as understable as these, and these were never made available in the United States. I got them from Europe. So I live in the US, but I got them from Europe, Latitude 64 in Sweden. If you haven't been to Sweden, it's awesome. Check it out. So yeah, that'll just about do it. Kristin Tattar, awesome, incredible. You know, highest rated player ever now, 999 rating, and her Graces are great discs, and you know, different runs can do different things for different people. Some people will criticize this and say, man, I wish this was less stable, or why is it so inconsistent? Well, you know, if you've thrown any driver that's not like super overstable, you know that from run to run and from disc to disc, there's going to be a little difference and a little variance. Yeah, especially if you've at the medium to higher arm speeds, you're going to notice, you know, no two destroyers are going to fly the same for you, even though they're not, you know, super understable or anything, or neutral even. They're just, who knows. So yeah, drivers are very hard to make consistently, but these are great discs, all of them for sure. And yeah, I really like this run personally. So if you can get your hands on this run and you're lower to medium arm speed, this is definitely what I would recommend. 2022 Player of the Year World Champion, black and blue. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.